Hi, my name's Evan Ross. I'm the owner at Liquid Eatery, and this is our hand-rolled ice cream base. It's a fully organic ice cream base, including all of the toppings. It's low sugar as well, and I'm going to show you guys how we make it. So we start with an organic almond milk and almond cream mixture that we make in-house. It took over 2 months to perfect between the combination of the flavor, it rolling, and it mixing well. It was definitely a challenge. We're the only ones in the country with the base. And it starts as a liquid, which the name implies, and turns into what people know as hand-rolled ice cream in the end, which would create 5 rolls that are served with their toppings. So the pan is similar to that of other places that have a cold top, where they mix in cold ice cream. We start with the liquid ice cream base, and we're freezing at -18. The unit gets down to as low as -30, but we have it set right now. What we think is a good temperature for non-dairy is -18, anywhere in that range, or a little bit lower. Just means essentially that the ice cream takes a little bit longer to make. So we're just mixing. This is really just the base. Some of the other flavors that we offer do get fresh fruit. We've mixed in everything from strawberries, blueberries, mango, pineapple. You can get as creative as need be. The fruit does add a little bit of water, which does take some time to mix through, but for now we can get right to it. So we're just spreading around the liquid base, and it's solidifying to the point where we'll be able to roll. So we want to coat the whole pan. That way we get 5 full rolls out of this. It's about 6 ounces of liquid, and it makes what would fill a 12-ounce yogurt cup. So it's a good sized portion, but for what you're getting, it's not overly filling. It's light because it's non-dairy. But it is really delicious, and you feel satisfied for eating the whole thing. And it is good for sharing. Kids as well can share usually one of these, or depending on how old, eat one for themselves. So it's really kind of just an art form. You're just creating a rectangle, kind of like spackling a wall, which is fun. Take our time, make sure that it's even. There's really no need to rush with something like this. The consistency is the most important part, so making sure that there's even coverage at the end is what determines whether or not this will actually roll. Because one of the biggest challenges that we had initially was not really knowing exactly when was the right time to start rolling. Sometimes if it's too cold or it's still shiny, it's not going to want to roll because it's going to stick to the pan still. So you want it to be just cold enough, but not too cold that it breaks apart. Okay. So this specific one gets chocolate syrup and marshmallows, which we'll mix in. We chop the marshmallows in half so that they roll easier. You want to make sure that there's marshmallow in every roll, and then you're able to start. So it basically is just going to roll over itself. The first one sometimes takes some help. It's a very thin line between it being too cold, like I mentioned earlier, and not cold enough that it sticks and won't want to roll. That basically is the part that takes the most patience. This one made just over 5. There'll be a little bit left at the end. They do break apart a little bit, but it's all good because they continue rolling. And what's left over, we can just have as extra. then we serve. We'll put 4 in this roll so you can see all the toppings. So this is ground up gluten-free pretzel sticks. It kind of tastes like an inside-out chocolate pretzel, which is really cool. You actually get the pretzel first as opposed to the other way around. So we really enjoy that. It's a neat experience. And a little bit of chocolate on top. This is a very good quality dark chocolate. It's sweetened with cane syrup instead of a conventional processed white sugar. So we don't mind going a little heavy with it. That way there's enough in every bite. And that's essentially it. So what you're left with is a product that is, again, low in sugar for what would be basically a medium everywhere else. This is going to have anywhere from 25 to 30 grams of sugar, maybe a bit more, especially for the ones that are fruit-based. But they're natural sugars. Your body knows what to do with them. And they're not overly sweet. Most of the places that serve this use a soy base, and we are fully soy-free in the establishment. So to stick with that, we've used the almond base.